Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us tonight at Crescendo. Before we continue with this special part of the program, I would like to introduce our co-chairs for the evening, Mr. and Mrs. Chuck and Stella Royce, and Mr. and Mrs. Dwayne and Kay Davis. We'd like to thank them for the very unselfish commitment that they've made to this evening's event. And I think that Trish Castiglione has an opportunity now to present some flowers to both Chuck and Stella and to Dwayne and Kay. Thank you so much. Thank you. My name is Kevin Dobreff, and I have the distinct honor of being the GRCC Music Department head, only the third since 1947, when Albert P. Smith developed his vision for this department. Please join me in thanking Professor Malcolm Brannon and the college orchestra for performing Eine kleine Nachtmusik under your direction. And also join me in thanking retired music department head Professor Lynn Asper and the members of the trumpet ensemble for their fanfares. As you look around, you will see the members of our college choir under the direction of Dr. Stephen Barton, the newest member of our music department faculty. Please join me in thanking them for their fine performance. Now I would like to introduce Professor Michael Gillen, Director of Bands, and the members of our wind ensemble. They will perform a new work composed by a GRCC alumnus, class of '76, our own Professor Brian Morris, entitled Fantasy for Wind Ensemble. This live premiere will be performed in sync with a video created especially for this evening by our media department. Thank you all for all of your creative work. We hope that you enjoy this presentation.
Smith started this music department the year after I was born, 1947. That's many decades of people that are influenced by this department, and they are proud of it.
Taught me how to be a leader. Really taught me to come out of my shell and become the person I am now.
I was hugely inspired when I was here, and that has stayed with me. It made me want to be sort of that same kind of inspirational person, I think, in other people's lives as a choral director.
I was awestruck, and I had to go there and sing in that group, so I didn't even consider going anywhere else.
As a former student of junior college, I've been around the college a long time, and currently I think they have one of the best music programs that any school could offer.
Grand Rapids Junior College was the place for me to attend and contributed greatly to my education and greatly to my confidence level as a musician.
Well, I don't think a lot of people realize how much Grand Rapids Community College supports local organizations like the Grand Rapids Choir of Men and Boys, which I direct, is able to use the wonderful facilities of the music building. We couldn't exist without them.
Eventually we become colleagues in the field of music, in the area of music in the community, and they started in school. That is the greatest feeling. Amazing.
It is amazing.
It is.
If I didn't go to the community college first, I don't know if I would have made it all the way through.
I really loved the fact that everybody knew who I was there, faculty and students.
I think there's a great diversity of students within our program.
It's amazing that a program like this has influenced so many people.
Wow. Fantastic job, students and faculty. You make us proud to call GRCC home. My name is Andy Bound, and I serve as Executive Director of the Grand Rapids Community College Foundation. And I would like to thank you for joining us this evening to celebrate the talent of our faculty and students of our music program, but then also the talents of our music, the talents of our culinary program as well. This is our 4th year of holding the GRCC Foundation annual fundraising event. This year's event, Crescendo, is just that. We've been building year after year. You may recall 4 years ago when we named the Secchi Institute for Culinary Education was our first year. The following year, we recognized the Wisner and Bottrell families with the naming of this facility. Last year, we served together the needs of our nursing program, and this year, tonight, the needs of our students and faculty of our music programs. We couldn't do this without you, and we appreciate if you look around the atrium and as you look at your program tonight when you leave, you'll see our friends who believe in the work that we do here at GRCC. And so we say thank you. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for being here tonight. It's now my honor to introduce the chairperson of the GRCC Foundation Board, Mr. Dave Custer, who also happens to be our 2010 Distinguished Alum. Dave?
Thanks, Andy. Is this a cool night or what? To hear that music and the choir and it just reverberates in this facility, it's just awesome. And pardon me?
Made to order.
Made to order, Chuck Roy said. I don't know what the heck we're going to do next year to top this, but we'll figure something out. Thank you all for coming. This is a great night and an important night for the foundation. It's our only annual fundraiser that we use to support programs here at the school, support scholarships. And this year, of course, we're honoring the music program. And this is a unique event. it may be the only event in town where you have students, staff, and faculty involved in the putting on the program. And as Andy said, we've had nursing programs, we've had culinary programs, but tonight we've got the music department and the world-famous Czechia Culinary Institute participating in this. And that's just kind of a neat thing. And it's fun to be able to be with them. I'm sure you've all been around and tasted all the good works of these culinary students. It's just awesome. And just like the musicians are so awesome. So it's just a great night. And be sure and tell your friends who miss this that to come next year, because it's one of the funnest nights, I think, of all the galas and all the fundraising programs that go on in Grand Rapids. So I want to mention we have some Board of Trustee members here. I see two of them, honored ones, sitting right there, front and center, Margot Anderson and Ellen James. We have other trustees here. And we have a number of foundation trustees here, and they're spread all out. You can wave your arm if you want or something, but we thank them for being here as well. So thanks again. Have fun tonight, and I'm going to turn it back to Kevin.
Thank you, Dave. Before I go on with the program, my assistant, Eva Johnson, has given me this set of keys that was found in the Music Center before the program began. And I have a feeling that whoever these belong to will not be able to leave because these are car keys. So I'm going to give these back to Eva, and she will have them at the checkout when you leave. And if you can identify them, they are yours. That's right, we'll raffle off the car. As the director of this fine music department, I have the pleasure of working with a very distinctive team of artists who also happen to be master teachers and performers. At this time, I would ask that you show your appreciation to our music department faculty and students who have worked tirelessly in preparation for tonight's Crescendo event. Thank you. I'd also like to acknowledge our department ESP, the best possible assistant, Eva Johnson. Thank you. Please join me in thanking Professor Randy Sahaidak, Director of the Czechia Institute for Culinary Education, as well as the chef professors and their students who created all of the magnificent food and ice sculptures for this evening's event. I would also like to thank the students and faculty from Interior Design for their work in decorating the banquet rooms. And please recognize Trish Castiglione, who really was the mastermind behind this entire event. Thanks. For the past 20 years, I've been extremely fortunate to work in one of the most creative departments on the GRCC campus, with some of the finest musicians and educators that you can possibly imagine. It's extremely rewarding to stand here and look out at the number of young musicians who have chosen to study music at GRCC and to reflect on the thousands who have come through our department over the decades. There are reasons why students choose to study music at our community college. I believe it's because our current faculty and staff are intentional about preserving the mission and vision articulated by Albert P. Smith, but also that we look ahead and choose not to rest comfortably on the shoulders of those who came before us, that we are vigilant in our pursuit of great art. The GRCC Music Department serves nearly 200 music majors every semester who pursue degrees in music education, performance, music merchandising, and recording technology. Our performing ensembles involve not only music majors, but also those college students who wish to enhance their collegiate experience through music performance. We partner with a number of community organizations, trading services, rehearsal and performance space, and by appearing on each other's concerts. St. Cecilia Music Center, Opera Grand Rapids, West Michigan Piano Forum, the Grand Rapids Choir of Men and Boys, the Grand Rapids Youth Symphony, West Michigan Flute Association, and the Schubert Male Chorus, just to name a few. Currently, we articulate with Western Michigan University and Grand Valley State University. These articulations allow our students to transfer seamlessly after completing the associate's degree. It is our intention to expand those articulations to the remaining senior institutions in the state of Michigan. The cost of the associate's degree at GRCC is still the best educational value out there, but for many, the cost remains an insurmountable challenge. We would like to thank all of our guests this evening for your support of the music department, making it possible for us to continue serving an ever-expanding population. I hope to see all of you at our other performances this year, but especially at our 63rd annual presentation of Musical Moods on Saturday, April 16th at St. Cecilia's Royce Auditorium. Now it is my distinct pleasure to introduce the 9th president of Grand Rapids Community College, Dr. Steve Ender.
Thank you. Thank you. So how did the program work out that I got between all these guests and more food and drink? I mean, I just, you know, you found a way to limit me very quickly when I figured out that I'm the only thing holding you back from joining those festivities. I certainly hope that our guests tonight will go back to their lives and their livelihoods and their neighborhoods tomorrow and say something that we say a lot around here, and that is, you know, I experienced something very special last night. I was down at the community college, and I saw hundreds of students playing their music, singing, preparing food and serving, and I saw a first-class operation. It's really interesting. You know, every time I'm around our students and they're performing, I well up. I just do. I can't help it. It always amazes me when they clean themselves up and kind of do their thing, you know, what actually happens. So we started tonight, and I'm welling up, you know, and I'm looking over at Dwayne, and you know, he's getting kind of misty, and I'm going, Dwayne, you know, you too? You know, I just love this, you know. And that is it's so powerful. I mean, I want the students to know what you do for us as we listen and are entertained is you affect us and you affect our emotions and you make us feel alive. I think that's what I love about this. I feel so very much alive when I hear you perform. We are a special place. I truly believe that. Our work is distinguished in so many ways. Our music department, Kevin, you say it all when you gotta, just give me a minute because this is so important to me. That's how our faculty approach their work. I am honored to be the president here. I am so proud to be the president here. I will make my appeal every chance I get. What we do here represents what is best in Grand Rapids. You are part of our team. We cannot do this work without you. Help us help our students succeed and very quickly be the masters of the fate of Western Michigan. We appreciate your support. We appreciate you being here. Thank you so very much. Thanks. Have a great evening.
Before I ask you all to go back to the party, I'd like to just say a word to our students. I know this is not what you want to hear, but at the end of the performance this evening, at the end of the party, all of this stuff needs to go back into room 118. And we don't want you to leave without making sure that it's all in 118. Thank you. Let's go party.